Hello, hello, Practical Magic. Happy and Magic Monday. So happy to be here with you. It's just me again this week. Michelle is on her way back from Cancun, but not back in time to make it for Magic Monday. So it's me again. Next week it will be both of us coming back in here for our favorite Magic Monday. And wow, is it a magical Monday or what? I'm so excited to be here with you all. And I've been thinking, what were we going to cover today? What were we going to cover today? And as the last night, as the weekend was coming to a close and Monday it was approaching, I was thinking back to when I loathed the end of the weekend. And I loathed Sunday because it was the last day of the weekend. And I was loathing Monday because it was the first day of the week. And, thinking about how wildly different my life is now and how enjoyable it is now. And trying to pick out when the exact turning moment was, when I started enjoying my life, when I started enjoying the days, right? Every day for the day that it is, for the day that it was. And there wasn't any one turning moment, okay? It's not like I just woke up one day and decided life was now magical and miraculous after spending so long, treading the week and really even struggling a lot with chronic depression, strong and almost lifelong depression, until years ago when I really started working through that. And so I'm sharing this so that you know that Michelle and I we weren't just born this way, right? We weren't just born as living in magic, living miracles each and every day. It has taken conscious effort, it has taken practice, and it has taken commitment over time to create a life that every day has magic and miracles. And so I want to go over just some of my hacks, because you'll see us talk so often about the things that add to joy, or the things that are detracting from our joy. And there's we are mind, body, spirit complex, right? There is something on each level that gets to be worked into our existence that feeds and cultivates magic on all levels, body, mind, and spirit. The same as it is on all levels, somewhere in there where healing gets to be done. So when we work one-on-one with people, and when I work one-on-one with someone, I go into their energetic sphere and I'm looking at all things mind, body, and spirit, right? We are a mind, body, spirit complex. We are not just one of those things. And so the answer does not come from just one of those things. So I want to give some hacks, some pointers on how I started bringing into alignment the body, mind, spirit complex for magic and miracles. Now where I'm going with this is, yes, there's so many different things it could be, right? If you're not experiencing magic every single day, if you're not experiencing miracles in your life every single day, there's a myriad of things that it could be. And when I'm working one-on-one with someone, I go in their energetic sphere and I can pull out, okay, where is the gap? What gets to be healed? What needs to be activated? And it could be, again, any number of things. It could be karmic. It could be ancestral. It could be truly physical, nutritional. It could be more on the mind, right? Is there depression? Is there, those types of things? There's so many things. But do you know what happens more than anything, more than the karma, more than past lives, more than true depression, more than just an unhealthy body, is habit. It is habit. Because I can go through and clear karma, but if my somatic system, if my nervous system, if my mind, if my body is in the habit of seeing the negative, in the habit of doom and gloom, then all of the other things could be cleared and activated and you're still stuck in a habitual loop, which I would guess at 90% or more, everyone has a habitual loop going on. So I want to give you some tips on how to break that habitual loop, okay? Because this is first and foremost where your power comes in. It comes into choice. Okay, it comes down to choice. You want magic and miracles in your day-to-day life? Choose magic, choose miracles. Be the magic in everyone else's life around you. Be the miracle that people are looking for when you're interacting with them. And yes, this takes effort. It takes energy. It takes oomph, right? At first, but then eventually it becomes natural. It becomes a way that you be. It becomes a way that you live. It becomes in all of the things that you do. So here are some pointers on how to get yourself into that space, into that magical space. Because sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, ugh, I don't know if I really feel like today. And that is where I make the conscious choice to choose today as magical, to choose today as miraculous. So here's a few things I have on hand if I feel like I get bumped out of being in the flow, bumped out of living magical. First, it is music, okay? I have 2 or 3 songs that for me just scream joy and magic, and just it is the sound of my ideal life. One of the songs is Dreams by the Cranberries. It just is so, I love the background. It sounds like fairies and just joyful and cheerful. So music, okay? If I'm feeling a heaviness and there's really truly not a whole lot to work through, if I'm feeling like there isn't any tapping that I could do or clearing or energetic work, then I just pull and just dig into this toolbox. And the first thing I go to is music. And again, it's just those 2 or 3 songs, but it takes me there. It takes me to that moment in time that is exactly as I see my ideal life. It's a light, it's airy, it's cheerful. Okay. The next thing I do is I have a Pinterest board. So if you are, a smartphone fanatic like me, I have Pinterest on my phone, and I have an ideal life Pinterest board. And on there are quotes and pictures. I'm extremely visually stimulated. And so if I see pictures that symbolize, they have the same frequency as the music that I go into, okay, I flip through it. I read the affirmations that have previously sung to me, that sparked that joy, that sparked that magic. I look at the pictures. Sometimes the pictures are of backyard oasis, because that for me is an ideal, part of my ideal timeline is sitting outside of my backyard oasis, drinking my latte, doing cards, meditating, listening to the birds. So a lot of my Pinterest has pictures of backyard oasis. It has pictures of cuddling with family on the couch. It has pictures of sun and joyful moments. So I flip through that. Okay, so now we have the music going. Now I'm being visually stimulated with things that hold a frequency that aligns with my soul, that aligns with my joy. Now yours is going to be unique to you, right? Everyone is going to have their own unique frequency. So you're going to have your own unique songs that bring you into that state of bliss. You're going to have your own unique pictures saved to Pinterest that bring you to that state of bliss. And then there's breathing exercises. Okay, my favorite one is the breath of fire. If you aren't familiar with the breath of fire, Google it, YouTube it. They show you, you can see a quick video on how to do that. But what that does is that brings up your frequency, really high vibe. It's way up here, like that. So there's a spike in frequency after you do that breathing exercise. And then so now we have the auditory, right? The music playing, the visuals, flipping through the images that align with my soul bliss. And now I'm doing the breathing that is waking up my cells. Okay, my cells are starting to move. My body is in movement. There's so much vibration happening around me. And then from that moment, after I've, accessed all of that joy right there, and this only takes a few minutes, I go into visualizing my ideal timeline. Okay. And I do that just for 2 or 3 minutes. And by the end of that, I'm in such a high vibe space that I can consciously choose magic now. I can now see magic in everything I'm doing. I can see it in everything I'm doing, in each conversation I have with my child, with each interaction with a client, each stroke of the keyboard when I'm writing content or I'm writing an email. Okay, the drive from here to dropping off the kids. This works. And I got to practice this today on my own because my kiddos' class was canceled last minute because the teacher is not feeling well. And so they're home, like unexpectedly. Here it's the beginning of the week. I have my Monday planned out, and now the kids are just unexpectedly home. And I chose to see that as a magical and miraculous opportunity to connect with them, to take advantage of the freedom that I have in my work schedule, to take advantage of the freedom that I have financially. Okay, and I get to use it as an opportunity to connect with them, to love on them, to spend a little extra time with them. Now, could I say, oh my gosh, we have been together all weekend long and I had so much on my to-do list and this is so inconvenient? And sure, that's a choice. That is a choice I could make. And instead, I chose that today gets to be miraculous and magical. And for whatever reason, because I'm choosing miracles and magic, them being home unexpectedly and me getting to shift some things around was somehow part of that magical and miraculous plan. And I take it even a step further, that something magical and miraculous is happening beyond the scenes that I can't even see, that there is a reason why they're home, right? It doesn't have to be any massive thing, but there is a reason that all of this is playing out just the way it is. And I know that that reason is to serve me in my highest good. It is here for my pleasure. It is here for my growth. It is here for my magic and my miracles. So I hope this helps. Those are a few hacks: music, visual, breath. Okay, for me, I play the same couple of songs over and over. I flip through my Pinterest board that has high vibe visuals that speak to bliss for my soul. And then I do Breath of Fire, which really just livens up, awakens all the cells in my body. At that point, I'm in a clear, high vibrational space where I get to make a choice to choose magic and miracles. I hope you choose magic today with me on this Super Magic Monday. We will see you later. Next week, you can expect both of us here. Bye for now.